Hey everybody, it's James. Just wanted to go over the the basic and advanced physical exam videos. I get some questions on it, so I figured just kind of give the same um, idea for everybody. Uh, Typically, what the students will do is they will submit a YouTube video link into the Blackboard. So what I would like to do, just for efficiency purposes, is I'll put the link in one, and I will open up the basic or the video requirements on the kind of split screen it here. And what I'll do is as they go through each one, um, I will just mark whether they did it or they didn't do it. And then of course in here in the red I like to give certain feedback or tips on maybe technique things that they can do a little bit better or to be more efficient. Typically with the basic video they will jump around, so I'd probably take a look at everything before you start the video. And of course you have the luxury of being able to push play and pause, all that good stuff. Um, the idea is with the students is that we really want them to verbalize as much as they can while they're doing this technique, while they're doing the techniques, because a couple things. It kind of gives us an idea of where they're at, what they're trying to assess. For example, this student kind of with diaphragm excursion and tactile fremitus, she was kind of talking through that. She was doing them correctly, but she was saying maybe the wrong term, um, or some of the assessment would just, it was hard to really see if she really grasped it. However, she was verbalizing it beautifully. She just was actually performing it us a little bit differently, or incorrectly rather. So I gave her some half credits kind of through some of the videos here. Of course, if it's something they didn't do at all, for example, when she was assessing the abdomen, didn't do any palpation or percussion. However, was right there doing it. So or working on the abdomen. So just some things that they missed. And of course, part of this too is they're being recorded, having to kind of verbalize a lot of these things. But I think it should help them in the long run. So what I'll do is I'll give them some feedback here in red. If it's an egregious error, I won't give them any credit there. If it's something that they did half of it, for example, here the lower extremities, she was doing a range of motion only. She didn't check strength. Um, with the basic video, I'm a little more lenient because I'll give them more of that feedback in terms of understanding where they're at. But then, however, when it comes to the advanced video, um, I typically will grade very strict. The idea is that they need to get an 80% for this assessment. So what I'll do is for each section, I'll see how they did, how many comments I had to make, and then kind of go down here, and then you can change as needed. So typically highlight in each section if you need to change it that way, and then go through each one and calculate the points. And then at the end, I usually give a little more feedback here. So this student, this was actually her second video. I gave students the opportunity during the winter break to submit their videos early. I had about 7 students actually do so. So this student did pretty poorly on the first one, but gave her more feedback, and this was her second video. So she actually had great improvement, so that she had 123 points out of 150 for 82%. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out. You are the professional, so please, grade the way you feel is appropriate. And just know that you're going to be grading the same person's video for the advanced, so that way you can kind of have an idea of the improvement of this student. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. If you have anything with the clinical placements or approvals, Cheryl would be your contact person. Should be getting you emails out shortly if she hasn't done so by the time you see this. Otherwise, I really appreciate you all working with our students, and enjoy the term.